Evet, Bloomberg International Londra stüdyolarındayız. Yanımda Bloomberg ekranlarının sevilen bir yüzü var. Markets.com baş ekonomisti Bill Hubard. Şimdi hemen kendisine dönmek istiyorum. Hi Bill Hubard.
Hi.
Welcome to show.
Thank you very much.
How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
It's a nice day, isn't it?
Oh, it's great.
Last trading day of the week.
Exactly right, and then we have 3 consecutive long weekends. Yeah, it's brilliant.
We have a long weekend and we have a long schedule. Let's just begin with euro and dollar. The euro is rising to the record level. So
Yes.
what would you like to talk about?
Well, I think what we're seeing here now is a real divergence on the idea of the European Central Bank has already raised rates once, the market feeling they'll probably raise again twice more by the end of the year, with the feeling with the Standard & Poor's, Moody's concern about the AAA rating. Excuse me, and also the simple fact is the Federal Reserve will not even consider raising rates until the first quarter of next year. So hence what you're seeing is you're seeing a real sell the dollar, buy the euro, buy the yen, buy sterling, etc., etc. It's a one-way street right now.
If we have a look at the British economy, UK economy, before the interview we were just having a
Yes.
chat with you, and you told me that you are not expecting Bank of England to raise the rates before November. So what are your predictions?
Well, I think all year long my feeling is that the UK economy, first we had the increase in VAT, then we've had, as we all know, a massive increase in petrol prices, an increase in food prices. To me, that is not inflationary, okay? To me, it's the consumer has far less money to spend, and we saw that last week when inflation dropped from 4.4 to 4%. We did see a slight uptick today in retail sales. I was in a neutral. We got a plus 0.2%. Also, we got the Easter weekend, and of course, then we've got the royal wedding next week.
Yeah.
So that should be a very, very heavy increase in consumer spending. But I think the key thing here in the UK is on the 27th of April, we get the first guesstimate of first quarter GDP. I'm expecting it to be like plus 0.5. If it's 0.7 or higher, then I think there's the real possibility the bank could raise rates in August. I think that's a mistake. November to me is when I don't think they should, but if they are going to raise rates, I'm looking at November.
How about the European Central Bank? Because they just a couple of weeks ago, they already
Yes.
raised the rates 25 basis points. So are you expecting any other increase?
Yes, I have to disagree with them, but I have to agree with the market. The market is now implying 2 more rate hikes between now and the end of the year, probably third and fourth quarter. I think it's a mistake because I think the European Central Bank is looking at the economies of Germany and France and forgetting the slight problems we're having in Greece, in Portugal. Ireland has gone off the radar screen, but the thing that I'm really concerned about is that probably about, I think, 80% of homes in Spain have variable rate mortgages. And you're looking at youth unemployment at like 20%. I could see another rate hike or rate hikes, really the possibility of pushing Spain into the problem area. And I think that's, you know, to me that's wrong.
So it's going to be a problem for Spain as well as
Yes.
other peripheral nations in the Europe.
Yeah, very, very much so.
If we have a look at the Turkish economy, we just recently the central bank governor changed. Mr. Erdem Başçı is governing the central bank now. So what are your opinions about him? So do you think it's a new era for the central bank?
No,
of
I don't.
Turkish
I think
Republic?
it's a new name, but I think it's the same policy. And the same policy will be non-inflationary growth. And I think one of the things, and maybe it's me looking at it, I think the problems that they're having in the other countries in the Middle East, whether it be in Egypt, whether it be Tunisia, etc., I could see Turkey benefiting this summer with a sizable increase in tourism. But as I see no change in philosophy. I mean, I could see the possibility maybe the Turkish central bank having to raise rates in the fourth quarter. But right now it seems to be different name, but no change in philosophy.
So if we have a look at the Turkish economy, well, you just looked at from central bank's policies point of view, you had no change. So how about the tourism point of view?
Well, I think what that will probably do is have a positive cash inflow. Hopefully it will be a non-inflationary cash inflow, but I think that will also help consumer sentiment, okay? if the Turks see the foreigners buying, they will continue to buy. So, I mean, I see Turkey, especially, and we were talking about the political situation in the elections. I think one of the things that I would see in Turkey near term is stability in the area, both politically, economically, and socially. And I think that's extremely important. And I think when it comes to the politics, the people will feel the same thing. We need a stable, non-coalition government in Turkey for the next few years.
Thank you very much, Bill Hubard, for joining us.
Thank you.
Markets.com baş ekonomisti Bill Hubard bizlerle birlikteydi ve her Perşembe bundan böyle bizlerle birlikte olacak Londra stüdyolarında.